Welcome back to Next Act Ninjas, the number one podcast for mastering your health and wealth longevity. I'm your host, Rachael Van Pelt. Today, we're going to dive into downsizing as a strategy for up-leveling your next act. Did you know that the average American home contains 300,000 items in it? That's right, 300,000 pieces of our lives that we've collected over the years. Our homes hold our memories, our treasures, and probably perhaps a bit more than we need. Unfortunately, this treasure trove of stuff starts to weigh us down and hold us back from the next phase of life. It can make the thought of downsizing or becoming a sunbird overwhelming. How could we ever move into a smaller space? I mean, right? How much stuff would we have to get rid of? And a second home, forget about it. That would just double the amount of stuff we have to deal with. But what if we explore how simplifying our homes can actually improve our health span, extend our wealth span, and set the stage for a more fulfilling next act? Let's start with the heart of the matter, the emotional ties we have to our homes. Our homes are more than just structures. They're where we've lived, we've loved, we've laughed, probably shed a few tears. Every room tells a story. The dining room where we've had countless family dinners, the living room where we celebrated holidays. Maybe we even have an annoying squeaky step on the staircase that lets us know when someone is coming. I think it's natural for us to feel a deep attachment to these places and the items within them. But sometimes holding on to everything can feel a bit like wearing a heavy coat on a warm day. It's not only unnecessary, but it's stifling. A client of mine just this week was telling me how she and her husband have completely different levels of attachment to their home. Now that they're empty nesters, she is ready to downsize, whereas he is sentimentally attached to their home. He thinks he wants to stay there indefinitely. He saw his own parents leave his childhood home behind, and it made him sad every time he went home to visit, which I think is totally understandable. And yet, they are young. They're barely 60. They have a lot of life left to live. And I think taking downsizing off the table because of some sentimental attachments could become incredibly restrictive to their future. It will narrow their options moving forward by quite a bit. So, how do we let go of stuff without feeling like we're losing a part of ourselves? Well, one approach is to focus on the memories, not the house or the items within it. As they say, home is where the heart is, right? It's not in the stuff that we accumulate. That being said, how can we bring those memories with us? How can we pass them on to our family so they're not completely forgotten? One strategy is creating a memory box for your most treasured things. Maybe you need multiple boxes, but you can do things like take photographs of items that hold sentimental value to you but aren't practical to keep. You can write down your stories, memoir style, room by room. This way, you preserve the memories without all the physical clutter. Even easier, grab your phone. Take a 10-minute video tour of your home and narrate memories room by room. This becomes your digital memory book. It will make it easier to let go of the physical space. And share your legacy with others. Pass down those memories, the precious heirlooms, things that you think family members and friends might appreciate. It not only lightens your load, but it spreads the joy around. But I warn you, be selective with this. That set of fine china that you've held on to all these years, it may be precious to you, but your family may not feel quite the same. Better yet, let them choose what they want to take as a memory. Invite them into your home. Let them know you're going to be getting rid of stuff. You might be surprised what has sentimental value to them. But don't take it personally if they don't want anything. Not everyone is sentimentally attached to material things. Certainly not all the same things that you're attached to. Most importantly, don't get too bogged down by memories of the past. Instead, start envisioning your future. Close your eyes and imagine a living space that energizes you, a place that's easy to maintain, a place that frees up your time for activities that you love. Just think about the peace of mind that comes with a much lighter load to carry. How good would that feel? Really allow yourself to feel the lightness and the renewed energy of letting go of all that stuff. It's what will keep you moving forward, especially as you navigate other obstacles to downsizing, like finances. Because I think the financial side of downsizing can feel just as overwhelming as the emotional side. We worry about the costs of moving, the state of the real estate market, how downsizing might affect our lifestyle, and so forth. All of that can be daunting. I think it's a real showstopper for most people. But here's the good news: simplifying your living situation can actually extend your wealth span. It can improve your finances long term. By selling a larger home, you can unlock the equity that you've built up over the years. You can significantly improve your retirement savings. You can invest in new things. You can free up cash for all of those bucket list experiences that you've been putting off. Just imagine not having to worry about all the big home repair costs or the high utility bills. Smaller homes usually mean lower expenses because you spend less on property taxes, utilities, maintenance, and you spend far less time on upkeep, which frees up your energy, your money, your mental bandwidth for other activities, things that enhance your life, like travel, hobbies, or spending time with loved ones. One couple I worked with recently was extremely hesitant about moving from their home of 17 years, but they realized that the upkeep was eating away at their savings. After downsizing to a more comfortable townhome, they found that they had an extra $850 per month in disposable income and far less financial stress. They now put half of that money they save every month towards their travel budget. That's something they didn't really have before. Of course, moving in and of itself can sometimes feel like you have to move a mountain. There's the coordination, the decluttering, the packing, just the sheer number of details to manage. It can feel overwhelming, can't it? But with the right approach, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Hiring the right professionals makes a world of difference. Real estate agents, reputable moving companies, they handle most of the heavy lifting, both literally and figuratively. They're experienced in making your transition smooth and efficient. For example, I always start by helping my clients create a realistic timeline, and we reverse engineer it to break the process down into small, manageable steps. I've found over the years that planning ahead and making each step small and easy reduces stress, and it, of course, helps make sure that nothing important is overlooked. I also encourage people to take advantage of new tech. There are wonderful apps and online resources these days that can help you plan your move, keep track of belongings, even virtually stage your new home so you can see exactly how your furniture will fit. The important thing is not to let overwhelm become the obstacle that keeps you from making a move that's going to greatly enhance your quality of life in the long run. Because downsizing is not just about freeing up your time and money, it's also about improving your health span, which is what I want to talk about next. Your living environment has a profound effect on your well-being. A clutter-free, well-organized living space reduces stress. It creates a sense of calm. Less physical clutter often leads to less mental clutter. It can improve your sleep quality and boost your mood. And just think about all the physical strain of maintaining a large property, the yard work, the cleaning, the repairs. If you're spending less time on home maintenance, you can give more time to things like exercise, hobbies, socializing, all of which are key to increasing your health longevity. Of course, that assumes that you make time for these things, doesn't it? If you downsize and simply swap out gardening for sitting in front of the TV, you haven't really leveled up your life, have you? If yard work and housework are your only form of exercise, I would tell you to stay put. Maintaining a bigger home could be better for your health span in that situation. On the other hand, if you use that freed up time on healthier pursuits, then downsizing is the way to go. So take the time to envision the life that you're going to create when you downsize. Don't make a move that will worsen your health span. Moving to the country or a small mountain town may, at first glance, seem appealing, but think through your needs carefully. Will your new environment actually improve your health span, or will it harm it? For example, moving to the mountains could give you a much healthier environment, cleaner air, and so forth. But if you lack social connectivity, you're too isolated, you don't have easy access to medical care, that could counter any of the health benefits that you get from the cleaner environment, right? So I highly recommend finding communities that are going to promote a healthy lifestyle for you long term. Look for amenities like fitness centers, walking trails, places you can socialize, and so forth. Because remember, your health is your greatest wealth. And once your health span and wealth span are improved, next comes the most exciting part of downsizing, finding more fulfillment in your next act. Once you've lightened your load, you're going to have more freedom to pursue your passions, explore new interests, maybe connect more with others. Perhaps there's a hobby you've been meaning to pick up: painting, writing, learning a musical instrument, or even taking up a new sport. Engaging in these activities is not only going to bring you more joy, but it can lead to new friendships, a vibrant social life. One of my clients, Jordan, she found that after downsizing, she finally had time to pursue her passion for dance. She joined a local dance studio to learn to tango. She told me she's having the most fun she's had in years, and she made a whole new circle of friends. So not only is she doing something that's good for her physical well-being, she is being more social, which is great for her long-term quality of life. When you spend less time on home maintenance and managing your possessions, you're going to have more time to invest in your relationships and your community. In other words, downsizing can improve quality time with family. It doesn't have to always be just you hosting holidays at your big home, right? When you move to a smaller home, start new traditions. Maybe the money you save is going to allow you to finally take that multi-generational trip you've always dreamed about. Quality family time is what really creates lasting memories and deepens connections. The house you live in is far less important, isn't it? Don't be shy about engaging with that new community either. Join clubs, attend local events, volunteer. Activities like that are going to be what truly enrich your life and contribute to a sense of belonging and feeling fulfilled. Bottom line, downsizing isn't about loss. It's about gain. It's about shedding the unnecessary to make room for everything that truly enriches your life. Life is a journey, and every stage offers new opportunities. By simplifying your home and your life, you will open doors to better health, more financial freedom, and perhaps a little more personal fulfillment. Are you ready for that? If so, let's chat. If you are serious about downsizing to thrive in your next act, use the link in the show notes below to hop on my calendar. Let's talk through your options and whether downsizing makes sense for your specific situation. That's all I have for today. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Next Act Ninjas. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to this podcast. It really helps us reach more longevity-minded listeners. Until next time, live well, love more, age less, my friends.